Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. And in today's session, we are going to look at selection sort algorithm. In this video, we are going to look at how the algorithm works and sorts a list of values. After that, in my next video, we are going to look at another example which is going to be a little more detailed so that you have a better understanding of this algorithm. And then I'm going to do a third video where I am going to discuss how the code for selection sort might look like and then the analysis of this algorithm. So for this session, let's dive into how the algorithm works and sorts a list of integer values. So the idea of this algorithm is that for an ith iteration, it picks the smallest value from the array and places that value on the ith index of the array. So this means in the first iteration, it picks the smallest value in the array and places it on the first index. Then in the second iteration, it picks all the values from second to the last index and finds whichever is the smallest and places it on the second index. Then in the third iteration, it goes from the third index to the nth index and finds the smallest value and places it on the third index. And this way it keeps on going until the last value. So if you can visualize, at ith iteration, the array until the ith index is always sorted. That means the array in the first iteration is sorted until first index. In the second iteration, the array is sorted until the second index. And third iteration, the array is sorted until the third index, and so on. So let's look at the algorithm with a small example. So let's say I have an array with values like this. Okay. Now, at this moment, the array is not sorted, and we can say we are here. Now let's say I is going to go from 0 to 4, right? 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. These are the indexes. So let's look at the first iteration where I is equal to 0. I'm going to color it blue. Nice. Okay. So at the ith, I is equal to 0, we are going to look at the whole array and find the smallest value. And the smallest value comes out to be 1, and this 1 is going to be swapped with the element at array I, right? So this means after my first iteration, my array looks something like this, right? Okay. Now let's look at I is equal to 1. And my array currently is sorted until index 1 after the first iteration. Now this is the second iteration. So we are going to look at the smallest value here, which turns out to be 2, and this value is going at AI, which is array of 1. So after second iteration, the array is going to look like this. And after second iteration, 2 elements are sorted. Okay. Let's see. I is equal to 2. And we are going to look at the array which is not sorted at the moment and find the smallest value, which turns out to be 3. So what we are going to do is this value is going to go at array index 3, right? So we do this, right? Before we did this. So after my third iteration, the array is going to look like, and after third iteration, 3 values are sorted. Now I is equal to 3. We are going to look at here and find the smallest value. Smallest value turns out to be 4, and this is actually going on index 3. Okay. So this is just a chance that this value is actually going to go on its own index. And we are going to get 5. Okay. In the last iteration, if you notice that we have already sorted first 4 elements of the array. Okay. This means that if first 4 elements are already sorted and only 1 element is remaining, this is actually going to get sorted automatically. We don't have to sort this last element explicitly. So can we avoid our last iteration? Yes. So this last iteration is not needed. This means we need a loop of I is equal to 0 to n minus 2. instead of n minus 1, which is from 0, 1, 2, and 3. So if we have 5 elements, we just need 4 iterations, because the last element is implicitly going to be sorted. So this is the selection sorting algorithm. I hope this was informative for you and you were able to understand the basic idea of selection sorting. In my next video, I am going to get into a more detailed example for your understanding. Until then, I am going to end the session here. Thanks for watching and bye for now.